everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell down below so that you'll never miss another upload. In today's video, I did want to talk about how I have been heat training for 2 years now. Can you believe it? 2 years. And how I managed to heat train for those 2 years without any damage. So let's jump right into the video. So first things first, in order to have a successful heat training journey without the damage, it all starts with a good foundation, which I feel like is a good regimen. So I have specific products that I mentioned in previous videos. I'm not going to list all of the particular products that I use, but I will be sure to leave the videos to the specifics that I use up in the cards below or down in the description box. So I do wash my hair every 3 to 4 weeks. So that's just what I do. You don't have to do that. If you wash your hair bi-weekly, that's fine. Do you, but this is what I do. I wash my hair once per month, and I always clarify my hair because I want to get out the buildup, the dandruff, just everything that built up on my hair over the weeks. I want to clarify my hair and just start from scratch, a good starting point, a nice clean head of hair. So I like to clarify because that is really going to prepare you for a nice silk press and to make sure that your silk press comes out nice so that you don't have that buildup on your hair and your hair doesn't look way down and greasy. So the next thing that I like to do is to use a good deep conditioning treatment, and I do this every single wash day. I will go in and deep condition my hair with a good deep conditioning treatment, and I will also incorporate a deep conditioning heat cap so that my hair can really lock in the moisture and I can get all of the great benefits of that deep conditioner. And then also a huge thing for just any hair, no matter what you're doing to your hair, whether you're heat training, a curly natural, whatever, always incorporate protein into your regimen because protein is going to help you keep that strength in your hair. It's going to help you to not have the breakage, to keep your hair healthy while you are using heat. Protein treatments are key when you are heat training. I feel like when I wasn't heat training, I didn't use them maybe as much, but I still used them because you need both moisture and protein in your hair no matter what. But now that I'm heat training, I find myself using protein more often. And this is just for me. You really have to pay attention to your hair. You can't model your protein treatments off of what somebody else is doing, what I'm doing. You have to really listen to your hair and know what your hair needs. If your hair is feeling mushy, if you're starting to see that your curls aren't popping, they're starting to look heat damaged, that's your indication to go in and do a protein treatment. So I have been using the Apogee Keratin 2-minute reconstructor maybe every 2 wash days or so. So that is very, very important to preventing heat damage because you want your hair to continue to be strong and healthy through the process. So next I would say to always incorporate a heat protectant. Heat protectants are going to do what they say. They're going to protect your hair from the heat. So if you're skipping out on that step, then you're definitely most likely going to get heat damage. So always incorporate the heat protectant, and I like to use several. Like I'll do a heat protectant before I blow dry my hair, and then I'll do a serum, like a really good, like a cheese silk infusion, a really good silicone based heat protectant also before I flat iron my hair. That just gives me like extra protection on my hair, and that extra coating of silicone that'll prevent the damage on my hair. So that is what I do. The next thing I do, I always blow dry my hair over air drying. Air drying just doesn't work. I do use the highest heat possible on my hair just to get it straight. Now, if you have finer hair, then you definitely don't need to go on the highest heat, because the thing is, when you blow dry your hair, you want to get it as straight and smooth as possible before you go in with the flat iron, because you don't have to want to do multiple passes when you're doing your flat iron or your silk press. So I like to get it as straight as possible. I use the highest heat possible, And I like to use a paddle brush. A little bit of tension just really gets my hair straight as can be with a blow dryer. I typically hear a lot of people say blow drying doesn't cause heat damage. It definitely hasn't caused heat damage for me. Even using the high heat setting, I haven't seen any heat damage whatsoever with blow drying. Also, I would just like to say that sometimes I just style my hair on blow dried hair. Like I will just blow dry it and then do flexi rods. Flexi rods are my go-to. I will just blow dry my hair, put some foamy mousse in my hair, and do my little flexi rod sets with like 5 flexi rods, which I did do a video on. So go watch that video. I'll link that video as well too. So that brings me to my next point. I get a lot of questions on this, ceramic or titanium. A lot of people say, well, my hairdresser uses titanium. You know, why would I use ceramic? The thing is, titanium flat irons are very harsh. They're more harsh on your hair. And before I heat trained my hair, I did my research. I put in Google what's the best flat iron that causes the less damage on your hair. And the answer was ceramic because it's more gentle on your hair. Titanium flat irons heat up really, really fast. If you're not accustomed to using them, if you're not a professional, you can do a lot of damage with your hair. And I did a short video on the difference between ceramic and titanium, so I'll be sure to put that above in the cards or down below in the description just so you can know the difference. But if you're going to be heat training at home on a regular basis, whether you're flat ironing twice a month or once per month, I would highly recommend ceramic. Now I do use titanium flat irons on my hair 2 times per year when I go to the salon to get my trim. That's it. Does it get my hair super straight and silky? It does. But here's the thing. And I get a lot of people commenting on my channel. They'll say, your hair still looks puffy, or your hair could be straighter if you use the Babyliss Pro. I know about the Babyliss Pro. I know my hairdresser uses that on my hair. I know how silky straight it gets your hair. I know. And I understand the people who make those comments never seen my channel. They don't know that I already use that twice per year. And I felt like that's one of the big key reasons why I don't have heat damage. I'm not using high temperature settings. I don't use 450 degrees on my hair at home. I stay at 410. I'm okay with not completely manipulating my hair to the point where it's just silky. I'm okay with leaving a little bit of texture in my hair. Like now, like it's not super bone straight. You can still see that I'm a black woman with textured hair. It's straight, but guess what? You can still see the little bit of poofiness in there, a little bit of texture. I prefer that most of the time, actually. And I feel like by using the ceramic flat iron and turning the temperature down on my flat iron, that is one of the key reasons why I don't have damage. So just keeping the heat down on your flat iron, that is going to save your hair so much, trust me. So the last thing I want to talk about is trim. So with everything that I've been doing over these 2 years, I only have to go to the salon twice per year. And even when I go to the salon, my hairdresser's like, your ends aren't that bad, you're doing a good job. I only had to cut like an inch or less off. So a lot of the hair that I've been growing, I've retained so much length over these 2 years. So that's pretty much it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.